Beneath the veneer of skepticism, reality bears witness to chilling truths. In the haunting corridors of history, where shadows dance with undeniable evidence, remember this, the stories are true. Prepare for a revelation. Where the supernatural is stripped of fiction, and the unknown is laid bare. Are you ready to confront the undeniable? The stories are true, and the echoes of reality await.
Alright, buckle up for a wild ride through time and tunnels. So Treasurer's house, this grade 2 hottie, is just casually lounging in Minster Yard, throwing shade next to York Minster. It's like the Beyoncé of historical homes, owned by the National Trust and all, just nonchalantly straddling one of York's ancient Roman roads like it owns the place, which, technically, it does. Now, let's rewind the clock to 1953, where our hero Harry Martindale, the 18-year-old pipe whisperer, is deep in the basement, probably surrounded by leaky pipes, rusty wrenches, and a toolbox that's seen better days. As he's there doing his plumbing acrobatics, he suddenly tunes into a symphony of trumpet-like notes. Imagine fixing pipes and getting a full-on ancient Roman fanfare as your background music. Harry, perched on his ladder, probably thought he had accidentally stumbled onto the set of a Gladiator sequel. And what's the sight that greets him? Not a bunch of rats doing the conga, no. It's 9 or 10 pairs of Roman soldiers, marching like they're auditioning for a historical flash mob. Formation and all. Now, I don't know about you, but my plumber never mentioned time-traveling Romans when he came to fix the sink. Cut to today, and you can still embark on daily tours in that same basement. Sadly, no Romans doing the cha-cha, but hey, there's always hope for a spontaneous time travel party. And as you venture into the depths of history, keep your ears wide open for any unexpected irruptions. Not just from the pipes, who knows, maybe those Romans left a few ghostly burps behind. Cheers to the unexpected surprises in the annals of history, and may your plumbing adventures be free of ancient apparitions and spectral belches.
Hold tight for the next one.
Hey buddy, gather round for a tale that's spookier than a bat-fouling expedition. So, there's this place called Bolton Abbey, right? Picture it, a once majestic Augustinian monastery that has seen better days. Now, it's a hotspot for ghostly shenanigans, and I'm not talking about the friendly Casper kind. Legend has it, there's a spectral dude named the Black Cannon haunting the joint. Imagine a guy in his late 60s rocking a black cassock and cloak. Rumor has it he kicked the bucket right before the dissolution of the monasteries, and now he's stuck in ghostly limbo. His ghostly antics involve sandaled feet pattering around like he's late for some otherworldly meeting. Now, one brave soul, Tim Atkinson, decided to snap some pics of Bolton Abbey in the dark. Lo and behold, when he was going through his shots, he stumbled upon what can only be described as a ghostly photobomb. There's a face peering down on the entrance like it's checking out the afterlife's red carpet. Tim even claims he spotted 2 hounds howling in the bottom corner. Ghostly canines, who knew? After the encounter, Tim spilled the beans, saying, "We felt like somebody was there watching us all the time." Spooky vibes, right? And the dude's not alone. He's convinced there are 2 or 3 ghostly faces photobombing his snapshots. Talk about an unwanted ghostly photo shoot. Now, the star of the ghostly show is none other than the Black Canyon, the monk who supposedly met his end around the time Henry VIII was doing his dissolution of the monastery's thing. If you ever find yourself wandering through the Abbey, keep an ear out for sandaled footsteps and a nose tuned in for the scent of mysterious incense. It's like a spiritual scavenger hunt. But fear not, my friend, cause Yorkshire's ghosts ain't getting anywhere near our Sing Gin stash. Nope. We've got a fearless gargoyle on duty, not just as a bottle decoration, but also as the guardian of our distillery. That stone sentinel keeps us and the gin safe from ghostly mischief. Cheers to ghost-free gin adventures.
Hold tight for the next one.
Hey there, buckle up for a trip back to the 17th century where ghosts, battles, and a dash of comedy await us. So in the quaint village of Marston, there's this spooky battlefield called Marston Moor. Picture this: Oliver Cromwell, the cool cat of the English Civil War, bunked in the old hall the night before a big showdown in 1644. Rumor has it his ghost still RSVPs for overnight stays there. But wait, there's more. Since 1932, folks have been spotting ghostly groups of exhausted-looking dudes wandering around. They're believed to be the poor souls of royalist troops and cavaliers, probably regretting that last-minute decision to join the battle. Now, let's talk numbers. Cromwell's cavalry went all ninja on the royalists, with 4,000 of them meeting their folly-fallen fate. This clash, known as Marston Moor, is like the Avengers, in game of English history, right up there with the Battle of Towton. Blood was spilled, scars were made, and the area has been haunted ever since. Fast forward to 1932, where two buddies out for a drive saw three guys in snazzy 17th century attire, big hats and all. But plot twist, when the car slowed down, poof, they vanished, leaving our friends bewildered. And it's not a one-time show. Similar sightings in '68 left tourists thinking they stumbled upon drunken actors. Nope, turns out they were just 17th century fashionistas having a stroll on the battlefield. Now, enter Imogen Peck, the supernatural Sherlock of our story. She digs into archives and discovers that Yorkshire and the North were the odd ghost story hotspots post-Civil War. The news sheets back in the day ate these tales up like popcorn at a movie. One gem is a pamphlet from 1659 reporting exhaliatin in the air over Marston Moor. Picture fiery pillars, troops battling it out, and the Northern Army showing off their ghostly victory. Classic 17th century spin. Hey, it's just Parliament and His Highness kicking popish and foreign Confederates. No biggie. And there you have it, Marston Moor, the ghostly runway of 17th century fashion, where battles were fought, legends were born, and fashion faux pas were forever etched into the ghostly archives.
Hold tight for the next one.
Hey there, so imagine this. Armley Mills in Leeds, once the largest woolen mill in the world, is like a ghost party central. I mean, we're talking about a place with a haunting reputation that dates back ages. Ghosts here are as lively as a Saturday night, and not in the good way. Picture this massive mill where Victorian workers toiled away under pretty harsh conditions during the cotton boom. And guess what? Some of them are still hanging around, pulling pranks and making their presence known. We're talking about kiddos as young as 6, playing hide and seek from the other side. They tug on your clothes, throw things around, typical ghostly mischief. Now, this mill has a history that's straight out of a drama. Back in the day, it was owned by Colonel Thomas Lloyd, who leased it to the Burroughs brothers. These guys built houses for themselves along the canal, probably to get away from the ghostly shenanigans. Fast forward, the place gets sold, burned down, and then rebuilt by Benjamin God. It was like a real estate roller coaster, but with more flames. And hey, did I mention the smell of burning? Yeah, turns out there's a Victorian gentleman wandering around with a whiff of something scorched. Could be a ghostly BBQ gone wrong, or maybe a tragic echo from the past, when a fire in the old corn mill caused some serious mayhem. But wait, there's more. You can join the brave souls at haunted happenings for overnight ghost hunts. They even had the cast of Emmerdale on one of their escapades, and they're still talking about it. Imagine soap stars and ghosts sharing the spotlight classic. So, if you're up for slamming doors, mysterious footsteps, and the occasional disappearing, reappearing act, Armley Mills is the place to be. And yes, it's all spiced up with a touch of history, a sprinkle of comedy, and a dash of paranormal mischief. Ghostly fun, anyone?
Hold tight for the next one.
Oh, you won't believe the drama at Stone's Public House in Ashland, Massachusetts. It's not just a haunted restaurant, it's practically a ghost fiesta. I mean, they don't have a ghost problem, they got a ghost problem. So, picture this. Janet Morazzini, the fearless bartender and manager, holds the fort at this historic joint built by John Stone back in 1832. Now, Stone's place has more spirits than a haunted liquor cabinet. And I'm not talking about the liquid kind, my friend. First up, there's this young boy ghost doing the rounds like he's on a supernatural tour. Why? because apparently the joint pulled double duty as a makeshift hospital during the Spanish flu in 1918. Talk about ghosts clocking in for a spooky shift. But wait, there's more. A tragic tale of a girl struck by a train while playing near the railroad tracks. Classic ghost material, right? A father and son even witnessed her ghostly presence, with the son insisting he saw her. Dad's all like, "Nope, just us, buddy. Ghostly family drama, anyone?" And then there's the big boss ghost, John Stone himself. Now, he didn't actually kick the bucket there, but rumor has it he's playing guardian angel to the joint. Talk about a hands-on proprietorship from beyond the grave. Now, Janet, the brave soul, once heard footsteps stomping on the second floor when she was all alone. No logical explanation, just ghostly tap dancing. Her response? "I'm out of here." Can't blame her who wants to be the third wheel in a ghostly tango. But here's the kicker. Janet swears these spirits aren't up to no good. No hair-raising, spine-tingling fear, just a lively bunch of apparitions having a ghostly good time. Stone's public house, where the spirits are friendly, but the stories are frickin' fantastic.
Hold tight for the next one.
Oh, buckle up for this wild ride, my friend. So back in the 90s, our gal Julie from Portland was cruising to meet her buddies when she hit the traffic jackpot, and not the good kind. Picture this, a gnarly car crash causing chaos, and Julie's stuck right in the middle of it. Talk about a party pooper. Now here's where it gets gobsmackingly bizarre. Julie, just an 18-year-old with a front row seat to traffic drama, notices a woman chilling in her passenger seat. Yep, you heard that right. A real-life ghost hitchhiker casually hanging out like it's a carpool to the afterlife. Julie, being the hero she is, tries to keep her cool. But this ghostly gal, oh, she's freaking out even more than Julie. Imagine being dead, then suddenly finding yourself in some teenager's Toyota that's enough to throw anyone off. So our girl Julie, in her most soothing voice, goes, "Ma'am, chillax, I'm Julie, and I'm here to save the day." Classic Julie move, right? She spills the beans about the car accident, and it turns out Ghosty McGhostface was one of the casualties on the roadside tragedy. In a movie-like moment, as they roll past a gap in the trees, Julie convinces the ghost to strut towards the light, and poof, she's gone. Now, at this point, Julie's probably thinking she needs to lay off the spicy burritos or something, but nope. Days later, she's watching the news, and boom, there's Ghosty's photo smack in the middle of a tragic car accident story. Julie's gobsmacked. We're gobsmacked. Everybody's gobsmacked. Life lesson. Never underestimate the power of a teenage driver, especially when they're cruising through the supernatural lane. And that, my friend, is the tale of Julie and the ghostly carpool surprise.
Hold tight for the next one.
All right, gather round, my friends, because I've got a tale that'll make your hair stand on end, and it involves more than just a splash of gin. So picture this. Fountains Abbey in Ripon, a place so picturesque it inspired the design of St. Gin's bottle. But way before the gin came into the scene, Fountains Hall was playing host to a cast of ghostly characters, making it spookier than a cat on a hot tin roof. Now, Sir Stephen Proctor built this place between 1598 and 1604, and it's said to be haunted by his daughter's blue ghost. Apparently, she caught wind of her dad's shifty dealings and decided to stick around eternal family drama, am I right? People claim they can hear ghostly chanting from the Chapel of Nine Altars like a spectral choir of monks throwing a paranormal concert. Oh, but that's not all. There's a shining golden lady from the 18th century who used to play nurse to sick kids in the dead of night. I mean, come on, even ghosts have a soft spot for the little ones. Fast forward a bit, and you've got Fountains Abbey, one of England's most well-preserved monasteries, founded in 1132. It lasted a solid 400 years until Henry VIII pulled the plug on monastic shenanigans in 1539. Now it's a Grade 1 listed building, proudly owned by the National Trust, and part of the whole shebang that is the Studley Royal Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But wait, there's more ghostly gossip. The echoes of choral plainsong have been reported, adding a touch of spectral ambience to the already haunted mix. And then there's Fountains Hall itself, a country house crafted by Sir Stephen with a dash of stone borrowed from the Abbey ruins. It's like recycling with a side of paranormal. This place is so haunted, it's practically the VIP lounge for apparitions. We're talking a woman in blue and an Elizabethan-era dude casually strolling through oak paneling like it's a ghostly runway show. So there you have it, Fountains Abbey and Fountains Hall, where history meets the supernatural, and the spirits are sipping on something stronger than Sing Gin. It's a dismal, dreaming ghost extravaganza, my friends. Cheers to haunted history.
Hold tight for the next one.
All right, buckle up for a tale straight out of Lancaster, Ohio, featuring one cranky pooch named Cricket. So Sarah's spilling the beans on her childhood ghost dog. Yeah, you heard that right, a spectral pup. Now, Cricket wasn't your typical tail wagger. Nope, she was more of a ranivorous canine. That's a fancy word for cranky, by the way. Anyway, this doggo only had eyes for Sarah's grandma. Talk about a furry granny's girl. But tragedy struck when Cricket decided to play chicken with a passing car and ended up as roadkill. Ouch, talk about a rough day. Sarah's fam was crushed, especially since they were about to jet off on vacation. Tough timing, huh? Now, here's where it gets spooky. Even though Cricket kicked the bucket, Sarah's fam decided to stick to their vacay plans, leaving Cricket's care in the hands of an auntie. Fast forward to their hotel stay, and the vibes were as gloomy as a Monday morning. But hold on to your hats, because this is where things take a paranormal twist. In the dead of night, pun totally intended, Sarah wakes up to find Cricket's ghost chillin' on her bedroom floor. And get this, Cricket's not looking all cranky and grumpy anymore. Nope, she's bounding around like she just won the doggy lottery. Sarah's like, what in the world? But in a more panicked way, I'm sure. She tells her mom about the ghostly encounter, but Mama Bear chalks it up to Sarah's middle school brain playing tricks. Classic mom move, right? But Sarah ain't buying it. To this day, she swears she saw Cricket's ghost, and it brought her some much-needed peace. I mean, who wouldn't feel better seeing their furball friend frolicking in ghostly bliss? So there you have it, a ghostly tale, straight from the heartland. Who knew Lancaster had such supernatural secrets, huh?
Hold tight for the next one.
All right, grab a seat and get ready for a spine-tingling tale straight from the Empire State. So, Kip's dishing out the deets on their new digs, a cozy old house they scooped up with all the excitement of winning the lottery. Now picture this. Kip's wife invites her sis and her brand spanking new baby for a visit. They're all settling in for the night, minding their own business, when things start to get a tad eerie. Kip's wife wakes up to her sister chatting away in the wee hours of the night. No biggie, right? Wrong. Because when she asks who her sis is babbling to, she gets hit with the bombshell. Oh, just an old lady creeping on the baby, her sis casually replies. Cue the spooky music. But wait, there's more. The house turns into a real-life haunted mansion with lamps deciding to play hide-and-seek and fire alarms throwing impromptu parties. Picture Kip's wife outside, innocently tending to her garden, when suddenly, the smoke alarm starts blaring like it's auditioning for a horror movie soundtrack. She dashes inside, only to be greeted by a room engulfed in, you guessed it, white fog. Talk about a whoa, what the heck moment. But just as quick as it appeared, poof, the fog vanishes into thin air, leaving them scratching their heads and questioning their sanity. Turns out their quaint little abode had a tragic past. The previous owner, a sweet old lady who met her end in a fiery blaze, yikes! Naturally, Kip and co. waste no time getting the heck out of Dodge. I mean, who wants to live in a house with a ghostly granny making surprise appearances, right? Off they go, leaving behind the phantasm-filled shenanigans for someone else to deal with. And that, my friend, is why house hunting should come with a no ghosts allowed clause.
Hold tight for the next one.
All right, buckle up, because I've got a spooky tale that'll give you goosebumps faster than a succubus on a speed date. Picture this, Victoria's Black Swan Inn in San Antonio, Texas. Not your average wedding venue, but a lush paradise tucked away behind ancient oak trees, spanning 35 acres of pure mystery. Seems like the perfect spot to say I do, right? But rumor has it, this place is more haunted than a ghost town during Halloween. Built in the mid to late 1800s on a plot of land where, get this, 60 Mexican soldiers bit the dust in the Battle of Salado 50 years earlier. Talk about a historical horror show. The main attraction of spookiness, the barn behind the big house, the dairy farm turned ghostly hotspot. It's a supernatural Airbnb for spirits. Everyone from the Ripstein and Mahler families to Catherine, Blanche, and their whole crew are said to still be kicking it in the afterlife, roaming the halls and scaring the living daylights out of anyone who dares to visit. Hold on to your hats, the current owner, Joanne Rivera, isn't just running from these specters, she's embracing them. She and her fam actually live in this haunted mansion. And while it's not exactly an inn, unless you count the ghostly guests, she's teamed up with local ghost tour companies and even welcomed paranormal investigators into the mix. Talk about taking Home Sweet Home to a whole new level. Here's the real kicker. The paranormal activity might just be linked to a creepy porcelain doll lurking around the place. Rivera's got a thing for collecting dolls, and this one might just be summoning spirits faster than you can say, boo. So if you're feeling brave and you've got a taste for the supernatural, tune into Dark House for all the spine-tingling details and enough ghost stories to make your hair stand on end. Trust me, it's a journey you won't soon forget. Unless, of course, you get possessed by a mischievous spirit or two along the way.
Thanks for joining us on this eerie adventure. If you enjoyed the chills, don't forget to subscribe. More mysteries await. Until next time, thanks for watching and stay curious.